Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Election Day in the United States, November 4th, 2014. This is a big day for the markets and a big day for the country. So let's get right into the charts here. We're going to start with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. You're going to see that the futures are slipping here a bit. Futures are now trading lower by about 6.25 points to 2,005 per contract. So a decent little dip lower this morning. Markets are very, very overbought on the daily chart. So not a big surprise to see a little bit of a pullback here. Almost expected if you ask me. So let's see how this plays out and how this market finishes. But nonetheless, we are seeing a little bit of a pullback day before the market opens so far. There are a lot of stocks in the news. But before we get to stocks, we want to talk about oil. And right now, crude futures are trading down about $1.80 a barrel to $76.97 a barrel. So good little sell-off in crude futures. And what you're going to find out here is that it looks like Saudi Arabia unexpectedly cut the price of crude that they sell to the U.S. So they cut their light sweet crude price, and we'll see how that affects the market. But right now, it is bringing the price of crude down today. So we'll see if we get further declines. Watch the energy stocks today. They should be under pressure. We saw this really happening yesterday around 2:30 in the afternoon. So if you go and take a look at the USO, what you'll notice here, if we rewind the clock here, look at how the USO really started to fall and sell sharply right around 2 o'clock, 2:30, and then it really just sunk into the closing bell. And today, you're seeing the USO trying to gain some traction here, but nonetheless making new lows this morning right around the $29 area. This is not a big shocker here, but nonetheless it is important to watch, and we'll see where these oil prices go. We'll see how they play out. Again, I see a big level for spot crude around $74 a barrel if it does get there. So keep that on your radar today. All right, let's get into some stocks. There are a lot of stocks reporting earnings. I'm going to start off with Sprint. Sprint is getting absolutely annihilated. The stock closed at $6.20. Yesterday, it's trading at $5, believe it or not, and 39 cents right now. This is, I think, a 13-14% decline. So any way you slice it or dice it, that's a big sell-off in Sprint. The only level that really is interesting to me would be around the $4.35 level. I think that's a pretty good level. Keep that on the area if Sprint did get down that far. Right now it's oversold. It may find some support around $4.95, but that would be temporary. And like I said, $4.35, $4.40, that looks like a pretty solid support level right now that I can find for Sprint. Other than that, there's not much else we could hang our hat on. Let's take a look at AIG. Stock is trading at $54.05, closed at $53.80. Give this one the upside bias to around $54.80, maybe $55. But I'm seeing a lot of resistance right at $54.80. That's where this should stall out. I don't really see it getting much above there. So again, if you own AIG, try your stop loss now around $54.80. I would really tighten up that stop loss. Potentially we'll look to short this name if we get a setup in the chat room. If not, we're just going to leave it alone. Let's take a look at Alibaba, the world's hottest IPO, biggest IPO. Stock is coming down a little bit off of its morning highs. So again, the stock closed at $101.80 yesterday, now trading at $101, I should say. Stock was up a little bit, and then it has come back down. So I think it's more in a trading range. If the stock did rally today, 103.40, 103.50 would probably be the extent of the upside. So we'll see how this one plays out today. I'll have levels for you later on if you do come over to the chat room. And remember, we do offer a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. But I have some levels there where we could play Alibaba for quick bounces today. So again, I'll have them posted up in the intraday stock chat today. Next one I want to look at is Michael Kors. Now this is a hard one to find morning gap levels. Stock right now is trading at $71. It looks like there's still a fair amount of support around the $70 level. However, with that being said, if the stock breaks here, it can go down and test $68, even a slight pierce of 68 bucks. I am seeing some minor support around that area. But Michael Kors closed at $77.99, now trading at $70.70. That is a big shellacking for Michael Kors. Another level I do like for the stock, around 68, but another level I do like for the name, keep it on the radar today, would be $61.10. If it gets down there, I would be a buyer. So again, just giving you a heads up on what I'm looking at here for Michael Kors. This stock hasn't been around that long. It's been around since December of 2011, so we don't have a lot of chart data to work off of. Here's another one I'll be looking at today, which is Herbalife. We'll be playing this in the chat room today. Stock is trading at $48.51. I do have levels for Herbalife. We will be playing this one in the intraday stock chat. Now, just remember, Herbalife closed at $55.90. So now, the stock is at $48.50. That's a big hit. Big hit, but we do have levels worked out for Herbalife this morning. Let's take a look at Priceline. Priceline is getting hammered to the downside. The stock yesterday closed at $1,198, now trading at $1,129. This is a big sell-off. I'll have levels for Priceline in the intraday stock chat room today. That'll be posted up at 9 a.m. But this is definitely a big drop, and we'll see where this one goes. I have levels worked out for it, but any way you slice it or dice it, Priceline is definitely getting a price cut today. Let's take a look here at our next one, REGN. This is Regeneron. Stock is a biotech. They do make I believe, something with the eyes, but you can read all about that if you want. Right now, the stock is getting hit. It closed yesterday at $395.26. Currently trading at $370. I have levels worked out for this name already. So, again, we'll post those up in the chat room at 9 o'clock. And it means we'll have quite a few gap plays potentially today. Let's take a look at Foot Locker. Ticker symbol is FL. Stock closed at $56.17. It's trading here at $54.20. A level I like for Foot Locker today would be somewhere around $52.65, $52.70. I think that's a level where you could play this name. So keep that on the radar. $52.70, $52.65, right in that vicinity. I think you do find some support for Foot Locker that could give you an intraday scalp bounce. Remember, a scalp is nothing more than a quick day trade lasting between 10 and 60 minutes. Let's take a look at Dish Networks, DISH. Right now, oops, didn't put that one in. Dish right here. Right now, the stock is trading at $62. It did trade below $59.50 briefly there. It closed at $63.81, so either way, it is lower. We'll try to find some levels for Dish, but one level I'm going to give you right off the bat that I do like today is if the stock trades back down and it gets down to around $57.45, $57.40, that's your spot to step in on Dish. Okay, so I like that level for Dish, $57.45. Other than that, I don't see much upside here, and it can very well come back down. Let's take a look at Archer Daniels Midland. I'm going to see the stock right now is trading at $47.25. It closed at $47.25. Couple of things you want to know about this one. First, high end of a high resistance would be $50.35. The support level for this would be $42. So keep that on the radar. It's really right in the middle. I don't know which way this one is going to break. Let's take a look at JP Morgan. Looks like there's some news on JP Morgan. Right now the stock's trading at $60.30. Closed at $60.88. The reason why I bring it up is because the company did come out with a news report saying that they are being, I guess, sued. I guess they're being sued, or they're under the subject of criminal probe by the Justice Department for its dealings in the currency market. So they're under investigation for currency manipulation. JPM said the liabilities may exceed $5.9 billion. That's what they put away in current reserves for any kind of investigation or probe that may come about. So any fines that they have to pay. So keep this one on the radar. This could be under pressure today. It is under pressure a little bit at the moment. So we'll see how that one plays out. JP Morgan's an excellent trading stock. So again, we want to have a heads up about that. And we'll look to play this one this morning in the intraday stock chat. Looking at gold this morning, gold is trading down about $2.20 to $1,167.60 an ounce. If we go to the GLD, what you'll notice here is the GLD is trading right around $112.50. and 29 cents, basically right where it closed. We'll see if this does trade a little bit lower today, but again, we need to see a pattern on gold. Right now, there's not much we're going to do with it at this point in time. Remember, oil is down. Saudi Arabia cut their prices, and we'll see how this plays out and how it affects the overall market. But energy stocks like ExxonMobil are expected to be weak. Also, stocks like Chevron, ConocoPhillips, they're all expected to be a little bit on the weaker side, at least right around the opening bell. So there could be some potential trade setups right there in that industry group. So keep that on the radar, and you'll see everything that we're doing in the intraday stock room today, right at 9 o'clock. So come on over, take a 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're doing. Today is election day. We'll see how this plays out. We'll have more for you on that tomorrow. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day. Right now, the futures are down about $4.25. It's not a big decline, but it is a little one, and something that we should take note of. See everybody on the charts. Have a great trading day.